2020 and 2021 has been kind to many characters, such as Aquaman, Green Arrow, and Nightwing, both of which I've covered on the channel. But on the Batman side of things, DC has also spent the year elevating Red Hood, a character that's known for his complicated history with the Dark Knight and his long period of running around with the Outlaws. Thanks to some well-needed creative shakeups, Red Hood is looking more badass than ever, is more involved in the DCU, and is embarking on the new chapter in Task Force Z. In this video, we're going to go through his recent journey and see how DC Comics saved Red Hood in 2021. It's your boy Roliver Queen, and let's jump right in. Red Hood and the Outlaws relaunched in 2016, with Scott Lobdell continuing as the main writer. The series begins as Red Hood infiltrates the Gotham underworld, playing as a villain in order to stop Black Mass from unleashing a techno-virus. During the mission, he encounters Artemis and Bizarro, who he befriends as the new members of the Outlaws. The first half of this run slaps, as Lobdell showcased Red Hood's growing pains as he learned how to work with his new teammates. We also see him struggle with not violating Batman's no-killing rule. As long as that rule isn't broken, Red Hood will be allowed to operate freely in Gotham. Red Hood kept a tight leash on himself and maintained his relationship with Batman and the Bat family, but 2 years later that would change, leading to the first of the two status quo shifts. In 2018, Jason finds out that his father was given a 25 to life sentence after Penguin set him up to be a fall guy. This is enough to push him off the edge, say fuck it to Batman's rule, and shoot Cobblepot on national TV, with full intent of killing him. Batman wastes no time in confronting his protege and gives him the hands. Damn! This one-sided fight ends with Roy Harper coming to Todd's rescue, but not before Batman tears his suit apart and exiles him out of Gotham. At the same time, both Artemis and Bizarro are sucked away into a time portal in order to avoid their base imploding above Gotham. With no Batman holding him back and no team, Red Hood was left all alone and free to serve justice as he pleased. Issue 26 kicked off a darker era for the character with a fresh new suit. Lobdell began leaning more to the character's villainous side. Red Hood returns to killing on the field and even makes his way back to Gotham, where he gains control of Penguin's Iceberg Lounge. He doubles down even further during the Year of the Villain event, where Red Hood is tasked with training a group of teens to become the villains of tomorrow. While Red Hood's heel turn was natural, the way a lot of these stories played out after weren't well received. Even with Artemis and Bizarro eventually coming back into the picture, the series continued with no real direction and lost the spark that made the first 25 issues so special. On the flip side, Red Hood's change did provide for some interesting stories in other books. In Adam Glass's Teen Titans, Robin accuses Red Hood of setting up his team after the intel Red Hood gave him led them to a trap. The two end up clashing in a very one-sided fight where Red Hood is victorious. This spills into Brian Bendis' Event Leviathan, where Batman, Robin, and the rest of Lois Lane's detective team suspect Red Hood of being behind the disappearance of the DCU's shadow agencies. Once again, Red Hood is forced to defend his innocence, and wins. This experiment continued into 2020, which would lead to another major shift for Red Hood. In June, Lobdell announced that he'd be leaving the title at issue 50, and in his final issues, he resets Red Hood in a couple of ways. The Outlaws led one final mission before going their separate ways, with Red Hood returning to Gotham full-time. In Joker War, Red Hood reestablishes himself as a member of the Bat family by helping Dick Grayson regain his memories and answering Batman's call to arms against Joker. Sean Martinborough penned the final 2 issues of Red Hood in 2020, making him the first Black writer to do so. In his 2-issue run, Martinborough throws Red Hood into a historic but forgotten part of Gotham that's struggling with gang violence and gentrification. This provided for a more grounded story with a touch of soul, breathing new life into the series. Readers enjoyed this fresh take on the character and have expressed a strong interest in seeing him continue writing Red Hood. 2021 rang in with rising superstar Chip Zdarsky penning a new 6-issue story centered on Batman and Red Hood. This tale saw their paths cross while solving the mystery of a dangerous new drug taking over Gotham. Unlike typical stories of these two butting heads over differing ideals, Zdarsky digs deep into their traumatic history, and we see Jason and Bruce's relationship strengthen. In the end, we get another status quo reset as Jason decides to give up using guns and is rewarded with a new suit. Zdarsky's story was regarded as one of Red Hood's best in a very long time, and it began the resurgence of the character in the DCU. Red Hood reunites with some old friends in the current Titans United miniseries, and Tom Taylor brings him to Bloodhaven for a fun team-up story in the Nightwing 2021 annual. Matthew Rosenberg set the stage for 2022 in a 3-issue prequel. Red Hood helps reporter Deb Donovan uncover the mystery behind the missing bodies at a Gotham morgue. He's captured after attempting to stop the robbery of another corpse, and learns the operation was a setup to recruit him to lead a team of undead Gotham villains. In Task Force Z, we see Red Hood accept the challenge as he hopes to turn his image around. We can expect this won't be an easy task as he has to team up with the likes of Bane, Man-Bat, Mr. Bloom, and Arkham Knight. Sean Martinborough will also be adding to the Red Hood frenzy in 2022. It was announced recently that he's returning to the character with a 6-issue story later in the year. After a rocky last couple years, it looks like DC Comics has finally decided to put some good energy behind Red Hood, and it's paying off. Just like Nightwing, Tim Drake, and the Batgirls, he's once again a character that fans are interested in. 2022 is shaping up to be a better year for the once outlaw, and I hope you guys are having just as much fun as I am watching the growth. So let's chat down below in the comments. What do you guys think about Red Hood's journey over the past couple years, and what are you hoping to see in 2022? Thank you guys for checking out the content. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. Much love, much peace. Roliver Queen out.